dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the WARFRAME video. So, with all the dev workshop videos going out, we have a ton of information on the new Abyss of Dagath update coming out October 18th. And today is a how to prepare for the Abyss of Dagath update video. We'll be going over... Really, we won't be going over much, actually. I'm going to be expecting that you guys know what's happening in this update, and I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing and what I'd recommend to you if you want to prepare for this update before it even comes out, because there actually is some stuff in this update you can pre-prepare for. Before we get to it, though, make sure you're subbed to this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. We'll be covering the Abyss of Dagath update extensively, of course. And yeah, also check out the live stream. I'll be live later tonight, probably opening some relics, maybe some Hydroid relics. Maybe, we also just got Zephyr and Chroma today, too, so. And there's also Borrow tomorrow, so come stop by, open some relics, whatever. Alright, so let's get started. I have about 6 tips of what I'd recommend to you if you want to prepare for this update before it even comes out. And let's start off with the first easiest tip right now. Go to your syndicates. This is the first tip. So go to these normal syndicates and level these guys up as much as you can. Like, honestly, the update's coming out on the 18th. Today is the 5th, so you got like 13 days. You can be over-capped on rep by the end. And the reason you want to put rep for these normal syndicates, they're adding a new item in here called an Abyssal Key. It's going to be 5,000 rep, at least in the dev stream it was 5,000 rep, so it could go up. But yeah, you're going to buy these Abyssal Keys for like 5,000 rep. Once you purchase an Abyssal Key, you'll be able to take that Abyssal Key to the new mission that's going to drop the new resource for Dagath. It's going to be... requiring the normal syndicates, though, and I don't remember what planet it will be on, maybe like Saturn or something, but it would basically be an exterminate mission on Saturn, like right here. You need that 5,000 rep key to go there, so if you have a bunch of reps stacked up, you will be able to go and do that mission as many times as you want. You'll be able to get the Dagath as quickly as possible, and that resource will be used for your dojo, too, so we'll get to the dojo room in a second. But we're not done talking about rep yet, so yeah, get your rep for your normal, like, base syndicates, but we're not done. You also... If you want to really prepare, go to your open world syndicates. Venus, Earth, and Deimos. So, Cambion Drift, Plains of Eidolon, and the Orb Vallis. The reason you want to go here is because we're going to get a companion rework, and they're adding new mods to the game. And they said the mods will be located at the conservation vendors on Deimos, Earth, and Venus. So that basically means the animal capturing vendor is going to be the person with these mods. So what you should do, and by the way, like, not everyone's going to know about that. I'm just like, if you're not someone that watches videos on this game constantly, you might not know these little details. So basically, it's going to be a mod, like, down here, I'm assuming. So what you can do, and I don't know what rank it's going to require. They didn't tell us what rank it would require. You could even go to rank 5 Fortuna if you really want to be prepared. So it's going to be like down here, there will be new mods. There'll be Fortuna ones, Deimos ones, Plains ones. You'll be able to spend your rep on that. So you could actually pre-prepare for that. None of this stuff really costs, like, tags to purchase. So I think it's just going to cost rep. So what you could do for day one is buy all the new mods. You could also buy duplicates of the new mods to sell to other players that did not know about this information before the update came out. And you're going to want those new mods, because some of them seem pretty strong. One of the mods will allow you to clone your companion, and it apparently will still have its damage and all that afterwards. So that's another thing you could do. You could prepare multiple syndicates. Prepare your base syndicates, prepare your open world syndicates for this update. And you'll be getting as much stuff as possible on the first day. Alright, so additionally, since we're preparing for the first day, you can go to your dojo, and you can make it where you have room in your dojo for the new dojo room. We are being forced to have a new room for the dojo if you want to have Dagath in there. It will also contain Dagath's weapon. It will also allow you to customize your Kaith in your dojo. Speaking of dojos, the cross-platform clans are apparently being added on October 18th as well. So is that something that's interesting to you? Be aware of that. So yeah, in my dojo, I've been basically preparing this for a gigantic trading room. And I believe I opened this over here. I did. Okay, so I'm going to probably have the Dagath crypt right here, but we can't build it right now, obviously. And there's also going to... Just make sure you basically have room in your dojo is what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a little worthless room like this, like basically just thrown in here because they could. And, there's going to be minimal research in that room. It's just, you're obligated to have it if you want to have Dagath's research. But hey, at least it won't have a research time, according to Rebecca. These stairs look pretty nice. I'll have to make this a big trading room in my dojo later tonight, maybe. Okay, so that's enough for that. Basically, get your rep, get your dojo ready. Another thing, too, is maybe get some Plat stacked up. We learned yesterday that the new Vampire Lotus skin will be available in the market when Dagath is released. We don't know what the price is, but we do know that it will be here. So if you want to maybe stack up some Plat, go do some trades, maybe if you have some Hydroid relics sitting around because he's getting reworked, you can go sell some Hydroid parts. Basically, I'd say get about 400 or 500 Plat if you can, and you'll be able to buy any cosmetic you'd want from this new update, hopefully. Maybe you won't be able to buy every cosmetic for 500 Plat. You'll be able to buy, if you want the Cyan Data, you want the Lotus skin, etc., etc. You might want to get some Plat stacked up. Yeah, I'd recommend Hydroid, as he is pretty easy Plat right now. Okay, yeah, speaking of Hydroid, another suggestion I'd recommend to you is get Hydroid Prime if you don't have him already, or if you can get him easily. How about that? I wouldn't recommend paying these 200 plus Plat prices for Hydroid Prime right now, especially because the second he gets announced to be unvaulted, it will definitely drop. But you could definitely get some Forma on your Hydroid. He's going to likely he's going to likely recommend a good chunk of range. I've got an Aura Forma on mine right now. And I've also got Pilfering Sword. I think there's not really a situation where I wouldn't want to run this, as it's just guaranteed free loot. If you watch my previous video, pretty easy build to recommend is going to be Nourish. Hydroid's new ability, Plunder, will give him a big corrosive damage buff and give him a ton of armor. So a big corrosive buff from his new 3, and then Viral from Nourish. You'll be basically a mini Saren, because all of his abilities will do corrosive too. So any enemy stuck in our tentacles will easily die. That's at least how I'm looking at it. But yeah, you can throw in a couple Forma on Hydroid. If you don't have any on him already, I'd recommend an Aura Forma, just because you can be flexible. And we're going to have lots of builds on Hydroid when it actually comes out, because I'm excited for it. I don't know about you guys, I'm excited for Hydroid for sure. That's one thing you could do. Also, maybe look around at what companions you're thinking about trying out with the new update. For example, I'm going to be using probably the Huraz Kubrow for invisibility and Slash Crocs. But I've got lots of plans. There's going to be the Adarza Kavat, will be basically always alive. It will be giving you 60% crit chance. There is the dog that will dig up energy, pretty nice for endurance runs, if you're playing like Ash or whatever. And there's also, the list goes on. Basically everything that has been kind of almost good enough will be maybe good enough. But remember that the abilities are not getting buffed. We're going to get part 2 of the companion rework in 2024. So as far as companions look out for that, at least I'm planning to try out. Multiple different types of dogs, the invisible dog, the digging dog, Sahasa, and Huraz Kubrows, the Svita Kavat, of course, the Adarza Kavat, maybe the Pharaoh Predacite, I hope the Pharaoh Predacite, Worm Prime, maybe Carrier Prime, Jin, there's no Jin Prime, Death Cube Prime with the Energy Generator, some people like that, I don't really like it personally, Helios Prime, you'll be able to scan everything forever. Nautilus is actually the Sentinel I'm looking out for the most, as one of its abilities is like a mini ensnare, kind of. I think calling it ensnare is a little bit generous, but forces enemies in a 30-meter cluster every 15 seconds. Also, get Prime Regen, too, if you can. This is a mod you can no longer obtain unless Barrow brings it tomorrow for some reason, but he brought it 2 visits ago, so I doubt he'd bring it. This will reduce your companion's respawn timer by 35 seconds. That's nuts. You're going to want this if you can get it. But yeah, just continuing with the rest of the Sentinels that maybe look out for. Panzer Violet, of course, will still be good. I'm actually thinking about checking out Shady Prime, so I might have to Forma him tonight. And then, that's basically it. I mean, there's probably a couple more Sentinels that could be okay, but yeah, I'm looking forward to those main ones I just talked about. And then, speaking of Sentinels, another thing I'd recommend that you test out is actually the Hard Reset mod. Now, this one might be one that a lot of people had fly underneath their radar, but for your Parazon, this mod that people were trying to tell me is good the whole time, DE thought it wasn't good either. So, Hard Reset, this mod is actually pretty rare to get, just to let you know. This is being reworked. Every time you do a Parazon Mercy kill, it will reduce the timer of your companion's respawn by 10 seconds. That's what the new effect will be. Right now, it's get 3 Mercy kills in 40 seconds. It's terrible. So, 1 Parazon kill equals 10-second reduction. If you have Prime Regen, like I was just telling you about, your Sentinel's respawn timer will be 25 seconds at base anyway. So after 1 Parazon kill, it's 15 seconds. And it probably took you a couple seconds to do that Parazon kill anyway, so it's likely your companion is respawning in about 10 seconds from 1 Parazon kill if you're doing the Prime Regen strat. So I think this one will go up a lot in value after the change, as a Parazon kill is not that hard to do. Doing 3 of them in 40 seconds was way too annoying. So yeah, maybe try getting this one. And now, where this mod comes from, it comes from oh gosh, what are they called again? Corpus Void Storm Spy Mission. So not exactly a mission that people are going to be wanting to farm. Another reason why I'm expecting the price of it to go up. It's about 15 to 20 plat right now. I can see that going to like 50 or more in the future. So yeah, just go do some, there's a Veil one technically. Whatever the Veil Spy mission is for the Corpus. Sobmeter Cloud. Good luck with that if you end up doing that. I don't know if I'd really recommend farming it. I would recommend buying it just to have for yourself, though. So that is almost it. Okay, one more thing here at the end. I would recommend, now this is going to be pretty obvious, is I would recommend getting the Helminth ability Pillage. With how the changes to shield gating are coming along, this ability Pillage will be stronger than ever as it can easily restore your entire shield. While also, removing enemy armor too. As you can see, I already have it ready on Hydroid for the full pirate loadout. Pillage, Plunder, and Pilfer. So, yeah, make sure you get this if you can. It's extremely good already, and it will be even better after this change. So, yeah, big, it technically purges status procs off of you as well. So remove enemy armor, remove enemy shields, and give you shields back, enough to give you a full shield gate. So, yeah, as long as you can cast this, you should be near invincible. So, that's pretty good. So yeah, that's basically it for the video, guys. I got one little bonus tip for you at the end. If you are someone that does endurance runs, very, very important tip right here. Go to your gear wheel. Now, of course, you can do this the day of the update. Go to your gear wheel and unequip the Decaying Dragon Key. I'm sorry. It just has to be. The Decaying Dragon Key will actually be terrible for shield getting now because it will make your shield gate like 0.3 seconds at base. So after you do that, go to your shield gating build and take off one mod. You're going to need to do this because there's a new mod that will be used for if you want to replicate the current shield getting meta. You have to open up one mod slot in your build for a 13 drain depolarity mod called Catalyzing Shields. But that's more of a joke tip because, I'm sure if you shield gate enough already, you probably already know the Decaying Dragon Key is getting nerfed. But yeah, I'd recommend that as the Decaying Dragon Key will be a massive debuff after the patch goes out. So hope you guys found this video fun and helpful. Mostly get that rep, get the things that are being buffed. I would definitely recommend getting Hard Reset, though. I think Hard Reset will go up in price in the future, as it's just annoying to farm. It's like a 6% drop rate from those spy missions. So I'll see you on stream tonight. Appreciate all support. And yeah, borrow tomorrow. Let's hope he's got some good stuff. Let's also hope he's got Prime Regen, even though he probably shouldn't. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.